Well, hello, everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome to another episode of Window Shopping. My name is Stephen Meade. I'm the managing broker here at Domicile Real Estate. We're a real estate brokerage in Southern California, Los Angeles, and Orange counties. We focus on architectural properties, and this is where we take you through a property that came up in the last week that we really like, and we kind of take a little bit more of a deep dive and explain what about it is we like and what it is that we love. So this week, we're talking about a house that is a Cliff May home. Cliff May was an architect who is considered the father of the modern ranch house. He really developed that low slung style, lots of glass, indoor, outdoor living, all these things that really have remained popular to this day were considerably popularized by him. He's not just considered the father of the modern ranch house, but really kind of considered a father of that idea of what is the quintessential California lifestyle. And so we have a home from one of the developments that he designed in Long Beach. I'm going to pull this up. This area is actually called the Cliff May Ranchos. And this is an area near the 405 and 605 freeways. These homes were originally between 1,150 and about 1,400 square feet. This one has been enlarged. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So this neighborhood consists of about 700 homes in it. And these are very popular. People buy them because they are enthusiasts. They want to live in a Cliff May home. And these homes really, I've owned one in the past personally. And these homes live differently than a lot of other houses. There is a certain ease with which the lines between the indoors and the outdoors are blurred. You frequently have sliding glass doors and the French doors open and windows open. It's just a very different kind of sort of almost an al fresco lifestyle. This home is located on Studebaker Road in Long Beach. Studebaker Road is a major road, but this actually sits on a frontage road. So it doesn't sit on the busy street per se. It is not our listing. It's listed by Rhonda Cudeback of Keller Williams Pacific Estates, but we would be happy to show it to you. In fact, we'd really love to see this one. So if you'd like to see it, we'd like to see it too. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and this one has been enlarged to about 1,739 square feet. It was built in 1953. And the way they enlarged this home was kind of interesting. The way they enlarged it was they actually went ahead and, you know what, I'm trying to see if I can, there we go. So these homes, again, are designed for indoor, outdoor living, and what you're looking at is the courtyard. So with these houses, you don't see a lot from the street. And I'm going to hopefully go here where they're going to have a part where you can see this from the front. Here we go. So this is what you see from the street. And it's actually not really very impressive at all. The idea is that it's what's behind the door and behind the courtyard that counts. So this home is actually something called a Lanai model. And the Lanai models were built in a very unique way. They originally came with a single car garage, and then the other side of this garage structure here was actually open on the side. It was meant to be an open air Lanai. And the way these sellers have increased the square footage, or at least some previous owners of the home have increased the square footage, has been to fully enclose that Lanai and actually take over the garage space as well. So I'm going to back up and I can kind of show you what's going on here, what they've done and how they did it. So this was originally that Lanai space here. The main part of the house is this L shape back here, and the other side of this was a garage. So that's what they've done on this one. And the Lanai models are pretty typical because one of the things you always see with the Lanai homes is that the garage structure here in Lanai was always lower than the main house by a little bit. And you can see how this roof is a little bit higher here. This is a nice outdoor area. A lot of people will have pools in this courtyard space. This is a slider that was added. Remember, this was originally an open wall, this Lanai space looking out into the pool. This is that front door space. Not really a fan of that, but there are some things you can do to sort of improve that. And then this is what you see when you walk in, is kind of this extra family room that has been added. This was originally Lanai space and a garage on this side. They've kept a little part of the garage. I think it probably just is used for storage right over here. And then you have a little bit of a step up. So this is, again, that Lanai garage space that's been converted to living space. They've added a little cool fireplace here in the corner. And then these doors here were the original front doors of the house. This was originally how you went into the main part of the house. And so this is the main part that you see when you walk in the door. You've got this long kitchen area on this side, and then a dining area and a smaller living room over here. Beautiful open tongue and groove ceilings that you see here with beams that go over this ridge beam. I mean, really, to see the entire structure exposed like this is something pretty cool and pretty special. And it's one of the reasons people love these Cliff May homes. And to give you a reference for size, each of these bays that you see here is about 5.5 feet, or a little over 5 feet. And so again, you can see kind of this main kitchen area over on this side of the house, and the dining and kind of the small TV living room area. They've also done a little bit of an expansion, it looks like here, where they bumped this wall out just a bit for that kitchen. So I think that's where they're getting a little extra space here. In fact, they definitely did this. They bumped out under the eave. Normally the wall would be around here, but there was an eave outside. So all they did was move the wall out on that eave. So really kind of some nice finishes that they picked here. Is this the most upper end Cliff May have seen? No, but it's at 1.2. And believe it or not, 1.2 for this kind of square footage in this neighborhood is towards the bottom end of pricing. This is a hallway space that goes to the back bedrooms. One of the things I love in this home is just how light and bright these bedrooms are in these Cliff May homes. Secondary bathroom here, another secondary bedroom. Again, lots of light, lots of glass in these homes. And then this is a hallway that leads down to the primary bedroom, which is shown here. And this looks out onto that pool area, ensuite, small walk-in closet. The design of these homes really has stood up over time. While storage is a little on the short side, as it pretty much it will be for anything built in 1953, these plans really continue to work and function with today's living. So this gives you a little bit more of a visual reference. Your primary yard space is this big courtyard, and then this L-shaped house, and then this is that Lanai garage space that was converted. That's about 400 square feet. And that's how they end up with that 1,700 square foot number. That and the kitchen being bumped out a little bit. And again, you've got this beautiful swimming pool. Swimming pools are quite common. And then I think there's a little bit of backyard space on this home too, which I hope we're going to be able to see. Let me scroll through here. So this is this backyard deck space that's off these secondary bedrooms. And it's kind of a bit of a nice private space as well. So they've got a little shed back here too that they've built. That can be used as another fourth bedroom or kind of a office space. That deck's actually pretty good size. So you do have a secondary space back here that's pretty nice too. And this is what you see from the street. It's like, again, it's dominated by this courtyard appearance. So, these homes are really cool houses. And I think anybody who's kind of interested in something that sort of epitomizes that California lifestyle, I don't think there was a more affordable or more pure way to do that than living in a Cliff May home. And they didn't just build these in Long Beach. There's actually some smaller neighborhoods located in Anaheim, Tustin. There are a few in Costa Mesa. There's a large neighborhood in Vista, California. So they're kind of everywhere, but the Long Beach neighborhood is the biggest with 700 homes. And again, you're going to find a lot of like-minded people in those neighborhoods. People are buying these homes because they're enthusiasts. That's very similar to the Eichler neighborhoods. So you get a level of kind of camaraderie that you don't find in other neighborhoods. So if you grew up in the Midwest and maybe you miss that notion of having something in common with your neighbors, in the Midwest, what you have in common with your neighbors is that you can't do anything in the winter or go anywhere. In California, what you have in common with your neighbors in this case is that you all love the architecture of the homes. Really kind of a cool environment. If you'd like to see this home, we would love to show it to you and lend you our expertise. Definitely reach out to us. Questions, comments, as always, we love them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And we will see you again real soon.